Hello! Welcome back to another episode of Malovia Unlimited, Campaign 1, Episode 9. I am your humble Dungeon Master. I'm joined today by these 6 beautiful people. Half of them have cameras and me. The other 2 are losers. Actually, it's only 5 other people. Today, Evan is not here with us. We've lost
He's
Evan.
alive. He's just not playing today. He's alive. He's not playing today.
He's not playing today.
You made it sound like he died.
He did. He died in a
Apologies.
He's dead to us, but he's not dead.
So, last time, it happened a month ago, so I'll give you a quick refresher. The gang of 6 phantasmal killers, I don't know, performed a heist of the IKEA National History Museum, kind of right under their noses, while simultaneously fighting off the Silver Hands, a thieves group that was told that they were going to steal the Oligarchum Fiddle on Friday, whatever that is in this world, whatever.
This is our DM, by the way, guys. Our DM.
I don't get paid for this, so
we don't get paid.
We don't get paid.
Unless you donate over
Unless you donate and subscribe on Twitch and join a member on our YouTube. We don't have enough subscribers to have members. Anyway, attempted a heist, fought the Silver Hands, a couple of mages and thieves, while successfully pulling the wool over the eyes of the museum themselves, replacing the real Oligarchum Fiddle with a fake, and delivering the real one back to Dr. Gray. You ended the session receiving your payment of 100 gold pieces each, and eating a muffin of some sort, I think, at his house, sitting around the table.
Got a muffin? We all got a muffin?
Everyone that can eat food, yeah.
Yeah, we all got a ginger muffin. Yum, yum.
Were we sitting there kind of like the Avengers were, like at the end of the first movie, just
eating ginger muffins?
Yep.
Yes. As they did.
Got it. Just needed that for visual storytelling.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, please continue. It's so awkward.
Well, I think that's all for recap. Dr. Gray, as he kind of places the muffin tray back in the kitchen. So I know you all need to make your way northwest to assist with Seathrill's resurrection. I do wish you all the best in your travels and hope a safe return with Seathrill among you.
This is really good, but quick question. What are we gonna do if the sorry, those were like kind of dry.
No, they were
what should we
perfect.
do if the city kind of catches on that, we may or may not have stolen that thing? Should we like not show face for like a couple of weeks, or should we come back? Like what should we do here?
If that is the case, I can get in contact with one of you in your troop and inform you of the circumstance. As of now, I would not expect anything like that to occur. But I have contacts that I can send a message to you if needed.
I'm not going to question that. Alrighty.
I have a question. Do you have a gem that is worth 500 gold pieces or more?
Not on me, I'm afraid.
Alright.
Do you know someone that you don't like that has a gem that's worth 500 gold? And that would be particularly on them.
Now, Carthel, I know quite a few people who would have that type of thing. However, stealing is not the best way to go about things.
Oh, yeah. What are we...
Well,
why
we're
did we
getting
just
no
do that?
direction.
What are we celebrating with these ginger muffins?
Traka, I know the complete critical thinking process is not your strong suit.
Oh my god, you didn't say a critical sentence.
However, stealing from thieves is not stealing.
Alright, sure, whatever the fuck. I say that we stole from a museum, but pop off.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you think the museum are thieves? Are you, This is an ancient story from leagues beyond us, but are you familiar with the story of Indiana Jones? Do you believe it deserves to be in a museum, or are you like the antithesis of that?
I just believe the Silver Hands do not deserve to be in possession of the Oligarchum Fiddle.
Yeah, but
He never denied Indiana Jones being in the universe. Indiana Jones is now canon. All I'm gonna say.
yeah, but like, why aren't we returning the fiddle to the museum then?
If someone jumps off a cliff
I'm
and
jumping
survives, and you bring them back to the top of the cliff, what are they going to do, Draka?
I mean, I don't think they're gonna jump off a cliff twice.
Reminisce
I
over
think
the
they
good
kind of learned the harm of that the first time, but whatever.
The Oligarchum Fiddle will be returned when its safety is secured.
Okay.
I do not plan on keeping it.
Okay, I'll take you with me.
I'm so glad I had a talk with God that you're not evil, because you sound fucking evil.
You know what? God didn't have a conversation with me. Insight check.
Okay.
This will be the only one I do, and then I will.
Stop it!
God, what are you doing?
12.
He seems truthful.
Oh, okay. That's all I'm going to read into the situation. I did my due diligence.
Great.
Anyways, in your wizarding wisdom, I'm not a wizard, so I don't really know. If you have like a spell scroll to teleport, do you still need like the gem and stuff?
No.
Oh, never mind. Then I don't need a gem. Oh my god, that's me.
Apologies. I forgot about.
He forgot that
existing.
he had not that he had a someone important.
So little.
Oh
Don't mind me. Continue your conversation, please.
man, that person's really fucking angry.
I'm so mad right now. I'm pissed.
These ginger biscuits are too dry.
Ginger muffins.
Whatever, fucking same.
Yo, me with those ginger
Muffins
muffins.
on the bowl.
Me when someone misgenders my pastries.
They're not biscuits. Biscuits are crunch. No, I don't know. How do you describe a biscuit?
Muffins aren't pastries either.
Yeah, muffins are like.
Let's just move on.
Cakes.
Let's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
move on.
No.
Oh,
You don't know what a muffin is, bro.
I don't
Let's
think we need
dive in on
to.
that. Why don't
I
you know
think
what a
you're
muffin
a
is?
fucking muffin.
Well, I propose.
Anyways, let's go.
I think we should
Let's go
teleport.
save Sethro.
We have a corpse rotting into a bag of fucking holding.
He's
Let's get going.
stinky.
I think we should teleport there because I'm pretty sure the days that we have to travel and the days before the
that
body
was the
can
plan,
no
wasn't it?
longer be revived are the same. So if we get
my
caught
only-
up at all, we'll have to teleport anyways.
My question is though, is that do we, and this is to the DM, do we need to have seen this place visually to cast the spell to teleport us there?
That is a brilliant
His
question.
brother should have, or like his friend or whatever, yeah?
Whose friend?
The
Sethro.
Shihan?
Shihan probably.
Shihan.
Shihan would not have been there before. However, having an associated object is doable.
Oh, the body.
Fucking slap the body on top of the parchment and all of a sudden it's just like, destination.
And
Where the fuck this
Acquired.
guy's from?
Yeah.
and on a just default description, you can get a pretty good gauge, but you have an associated object and multiple, so it would be a 100% chance of getting there.
Yeah.
Sick.
I vote we teleport there and we travel back. Cause Yeah, I think that we're just gonna have to end up teleporting anyways, because I think we're gonna get close to the cutoff where the body expires, and that's gonna be kind of annoying. Plus, we have to collect stuff for this spell before we actually do it.
Haven't we already gone over this? Like, the plan is to teleport there.
Yeah, I'm good
It's
with
been
it.
a month.
It has
I
been a
didn't
month.
know- I don't know if we actually
It
talked
has been a
about
month,
it.
and I wasn't there for it, so I'm just kind of catching up as
Yeah.
Mr. Me.
I've definitely talked about this with Sky, but I didn't know if we talked about it as a group.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Do we need to collect anything for the spell before we leave that might be hard to find there?
I don't know, what does the spell need?
Who is a spellcaster here that would know?
Anything about that?
I have a +6 Arcana. I'll roll for it.
Sure, yeah.
This motherfucker a genius and shit.
13?
This motherfucker not a genius and shit.
It kind of depends on what spell it is. Likely, it will need some sort of gem worth real money. Like 100 gold, maybe 500, maybe 1,000. You're not super sure.
I'm pretty sure it's 100 or 500.
But a pretty fancy schmancy gem, at least.
Oh, I'm pretty sure it's 500 actually. I actually think I might know this.
You as
Okay,
Draka
is
don't
that
know
gonna
this,
be-
though.
Oh, well,
Oh,
Is that
roll
going
a-
to be
roll an
hard
Arcana
to
check.
find? Where are we going?
I rolled a 16.
Is this like a
Okay.
bustling city?
You might
Or
know
is
that.
it-
From your vibe on Sethril, it is a village. It is filled with necromancers. So they might have the stuff that you need.
Do you think maybe his
It's
parents
filled
would be there and
with-
would be willing to chip in or some shit?
Maybe.
Does he have parents?
You didn't ask.
I was too busy killing him,
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you have parents?
yeah.
Just reveling in the fact that you're also ruining somebody else's life.
Yeah, actually. Just do you have parents and then kill him?
Just kill him off. Just hey, do you have parents? All right, you're dead again. Just and then bring him.
Yeah, just
Never
right when
mind.
he comes back alive, we kill him, but this time we do it for double the max HP. He's toast that time.
Is there... We could totally ask someone. There's definitely somebody in the city who knows. Does Old Mate know? Is anybody going to help me out?
I'm not.
Who's old mate? Say it again.
Is Dr. Gray going to help us out?
With what? Like a...
With, like, what the spell needs?
You can
Like,
ask.
does he know what...
You can
Oh,
ask.
yeah, actually, wizard
Yeah.
right here.
I'm going to ask Dr. Gray what
Oh, come on, he's fancy. He must have
what
like,
things
plus
this might
20.
require.
Money.
Or if he knows somebody that would be able to relay this information.
My guess, and this is probably 50-50, a diamond worth 500 gold or 1,000.
I think it's 500.
Is that it? Or is there
That-
going to be more?
I rolled a 16, by the way. Do I learn anything else?
I don't remember what you were rolling for.
The spell.
You might. It's. You don't know for sure. You're not a wizard. You're a barbarian. Like, it's not at all in your realm of expertise to know any of this.
Well,
It's-
but I rolled a 6. I don't get the plus Arcana. That's where that comes from. I rolled a 16.
Yeah, you have a higher DC because you're not any spellcaster.
I forgot about that. Okay.
Yes, for metagaming, spellcasting, as long as you have a arcane focus or a material pouch, that the only materials that you need are stuff that is worth a set amount of gold.
And they ought to have arcane like pouches there, because that's like.
And every spellcaster has a focus or a material pouch, basically. So.
I only.
All right. Well,
Don't have the
it
money.
seems like we should buy a spinning gem.
Can we like earn one?
Maybe when you're at the village.
That
Maybe.
sounds like time.
But we have like how many days? Like 10.
You have 8 now.
We have 8. Yeah, so like it would take like 8 or so days, I think, to get there. But now that we're just teleporting, we do have time. And I'm not saying we take 8 days. I'm just saying we can like Like, we don't have the money to pay for a gem. Combined, I think all of our gold.
Isn't Shihan rich as fuck?
You all just got 100 gold.
Aren't you rich
There's
as
7
fuck?
people here.
No.
I have like 111 gold, Scott. You gave me 10 just now, and I got 100 from the thing. But I don't want to spend like all our gold from the thing we've been doing this whole campaign. Just to get the gem. I don't know.
Well, do you know anybody that has a job that is willing to give us
could ask
a
one of the
diamond
necromancers there that might like have had a history with him.
I mean, we can. I'm just worried if we teleport there, we can't come
Aren't
back.
isn't Shihan stuff like rich as fuck?
Aren't you rich as fuck?
Yo, does he have
We
anything on his
have
body,
the money.
actually?
We easily
Central doesn't have money.
we all have the money.
We
Shihan
have
is
the
like
money,
rich.
which is-
Shihan's richer than me.
He's also
The money is
gone,
not
so
an
you can
issue.
pickpocket him right now.
The money is not an issue.
Okay.
It's like completely fine.
Okay, I think we just teleport them.
Okay.
Well, hang on, we gotta buy it.
Well, I'm assuming they have the stuff for necromancer stuff to buy at the necromancer city. I'd assume
Potentially.
they
Do you want to run that risk?
I'm sure they have stuff there. They're all necromancers. They probably have like a necro market or something. We can just go there.
I mean, we could do
Necro
it
market?
here.
What are we complaining about? Like, what's the? This doesn't seem like we should need to like,
Actually,
discussing this
I
at all.
hope that we wait until we go there, because if it is like a 100 piece thing and then we buy a 500 piece one, then we're stuck with a 500 piece one. You know?
Break it up into 5 pieces.
Sell it.
I guess. Well, I
think
we might not get
we
as
are
much
just,
back.
like,
I think we just go.
Overthinking this by such a large extreme amount that it's just not even. It's like this is dumb.
Yeah.
Like, we just need 2 gems of 100, like diamond worth or whatever, 100 gold worth. Why don't like?
no,
this
we
is
don't
like
know what we need.
500. 500 or
Dr.
1,000.
Gray, not
According
no.
to Dr. Gray. No,
So
he
let's-
said it's a gem
So-
can be, or a
let's-
diamond of 500 to
Shihan
1,000.
is gonna buy 2 gems of 1,000 gold each, and that's what we're gonna do because Shihan can literally
We
just.
don't need 2 of 1,000.
I thought we were teleporting.
We
Back.
might.
The
So
teleportation
let's
only
fucking
costs
buy
gems.
one.
Oh my
Let's
god.
just buy one.
That's what I'm
Buy
saying.
one gem. Buy one gem. Why are we talking about this? Buy one fucking gem. Cool. Wonderful. We got a gem.
He's gonna waste 500 gold.
We're not risking gold. We're just fucking doing something. You can't risk something when you're just doing it. We're just going somewhere. It's not a big deal.
The
The Shihan guy is the.
We don't.
We have
need
been
a
streaming
gem
for
to
24
teleport.
minutes and I've lost brain cells.
We don't need a
It's
gem
only
to
been
teleport.
18.
Then what are we doing? What do we want a gem
For the
for?
necromancer spell. That's what
For
we were
resurrection
talking about.
Okay, then let's get the fucking $1,000 gem. 1,000 gold gem.
No, to
What is the
reiterate,
issue with having 1,000 gold gem?
Because you
We
can,
might lose money. Boo hoo. Like the
if you're
fuck?
paying for it.
Shihan is. He's rich as fuck. The money is not an issue anywhere.
He's not
There's
here.
no issue.
I was about to say, Shihan isn't even here.
He's not here, so he's fucking paying for it. He's not here. He cannot say no.
I don't know if he
We
has
can-
money on him.
His family does.
Yeah,
And
tell him to call
His
the
family's
a-
notorious. His like most of Illume knows what his family is, and his family name. They're like, "Oh, that's your name? We'll just fucking give you the gem then." Like it's literally that simple. Like he is like one of those influential power like families in the fucking continent and the country. Like, did you not see the fucking like
I can't argue with that.
the guys in the museum? As soon as they heard his name, were just like, "Oh," and like literally they did anything he asked. Like his family is one of the most powerful families in Illume. We are fine. This is not gonna be a problem. Let's
This
get
is
this.
not the Goral Silbar hook I remember a month ago.
This is not an issue. Oh my god, you fucking morons!
I was gonna say more along the lines of you didn't want to pay up because you didn't want to, or you didn't want to seem like you were poorer than him. But I digress.
Yeah, well, I'm poorer than him now because I spent all my fucking platinum.
That'd do
Let's
it.
go.
That'd do it.
Let's go find somewhere where we buy gems of this sort, and we'll buy 1,000 piece for the resurrection and a 500 piece for the teleportation.
We don't need a gem for teleportation.
Okay.
Oh, we don't. Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
right. We don't need it.
I'm telling
It's
you,
literally because she's like,
not-
oh my god.
Don't buy $1,000 gem for the necromancing.
Why not?
Because if
Do you
we
wanna-
use the
do you wanna
$1,000
run the
gem,
risk?
but we only need a $500 gem, then we are spending an extra $500.
Does it matter? 500 gold is literally nothing.
That motherfucker
Then
better
you
come back
can-
with a new limb.
We are with you.
Shihan is
Draka.
paying it.
Draka, the money is
He
like
doesn't have
being.
infinity gold. This is how we're going to
doesn't-
end up in the same situation
Yeah,
where we
maybe.
spend 2,000 platinum.
He doesn't
Okay.
need.
You guys
Okay,
can do whatever,
compromise.
but
Compromise. We buy 1,000 gold piece gem and a 500 gold piece gem. Whatever it turns out we need, we use that one, and then
Well,
we sell the other when we get
you
back.
guys
Why
can do
don't
that.
we go to the place where they're literally known for being fucking experts on this and ask them? I mean, we can go.
They
why,
might not
why-
have the gem.
Okay,
They
then we
might
go.
not.
We find a neighboring city within the next few days, and we fucking back and forth. I'll do it myself. I will
can-
sprint.
Oh, Shihan's back. Perfect. Can Carthold roll a history check? Shihan, can you hear me yet?
Yep.
Shihan.
Shihan, can you roll a history check as well?
I think I've lost brain cells in the few minutes we've been live. 15.
Glad we're back. Okay.
15. We are so back.
That is a 14.
Okay. So Shihan, you would know that the village has, and can you also Shihan roll an Arcana check? The village has probably about 1,000 people and a like semi-sizable like trade system type of thing. Like it's not like a super small village.
Gotcha.
So the odds are semi-decent that they would have a like okay gem to use. Not sure if it would be 1,000 gold pieces worth, but probably 500. And then what's your Arcana roll?
18.
18. You would know that the resurrection spell that is a 10-day time limit costs 500 gold. Or requires a 500 gold piece diamond. And Carthold, you would know, and also Shihan, that Beoravor, which is a really, really big city, kind of in between a mount, like on top of a mountain range, would 100% of the time have at least something, and it's probably like 70 miles away if you
Hot
need
damn.
to go there.
Let's go.
So we're going mine.
Woo! That's my response. Let's fucking leave. We have the backup plan. We have the forwards plan. And we have
Affirms
the
this action.
fucking, we have the backup plan, the forwards plan, and the future plan. Let's go.
Grosswork affirms this action of Carthold. Hoorah!
Yeah, let's go.
Shihan, buy the fucking diamond. Buy the gem.
Was the
Got it.
plan to buy the gem or not buy the gem and hope that
We're
they...
buying the $500
one
gem
there.
here because it's gonna be a $500 gem here. Sorry.
Now that we know for sure what.
I'm so
much it
fucking
is?
glad no one listened.
Yeah.
So fucking glad. We're gonna buy. All right.
I know there's some there, but who the fuck
Screaming
cares?
At a screen with games where I roll dice. Please, we are going there and we're gonna buy it. There is a city there that we know.
70 miles
has what we
away?
need.
That's a lot of miles.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Please, you've done
That's-
enough thinking for the session. Go
That's
back to being a fucking
70
dog.
70
Go back
days
to being a
mile.
dog. We're
70
going-
miles is
we're-
like
we
7
are-
days of travel.
Yeah, for a fat ass like you, I fucking hell, man.
Walking 10 miles?
Give me the fucking teleporting thing. I'm going myself. I do not give a fuck. Leave
You can
the
just
fucking
buy one
puppy
here.
dog at the
It's
my
so
kennel.
simple.
Leave
Buy-
the dog at the kennel, and I'm going myself. I will
We're
go.
going dog.
Fuck it. Let's see how this goes, bro. Owen. Let's shut up. Owen, let's shut up.
Calling
Let's just
you
see
a
how it
fucking
goes.
dog. We have the backup plan. We have the forwards plan. We have the current
Okay, but now
plan.
it's
Current
time for
plan
you to
is
shut up.
go there.
We go with it.
go and we ask around where they would have something enough. More than likely, 80% chance they have the gem we want. Then if they don't, I will personally sprint to and from this fucking city. I will do it in 4
140
days.
miles.
35 miles a day. I will do it. I will get there and I will leave. And I will come back and I will shove the fucking gem
But
so
we're in-
far down his decapitated throat that he comes back to life with a new fucking head.
Like,
Okay?
I get that, but we're
Cool.
literally in the
Get
big
fucking
city.
Teleport scroll open, or
We can
I'm
walk
going to
down the
kill you.
block and find a gem.
Let's just roll the dice and see how it goes.
Who has?
That's stupid.
Let's see if Sky wants to throw a
We
wrench
can
now.
walk down the block and find a 500 gold gem.
I'm pretty sure
find
I'm the one with the
$500 gem and a
teleportation.
teleport spell because I'm leaving.
Doesn't Dr. Gray have the teleport spell?
I'm going with
He
you.
gave it to someone. I forget who has it. If it's Shihan or
I'm pretty sure
Draka.
I have.
Yeah,
the
Okay.
he has
Right.
it. He has
Okay.
Shihan has it.
Can I roll a perception history check to see if I notice any gem sellers in the city that we've passed through so far?
There are definitely some jewelers. You don't know if they sell gems specifically or like a ring
Well,
with a diamond.
Gems
on it.
are on jewelry, so
Yeah.
there's probably a $500 gem on a fucking jewelry.
Yeah.
Dr. Gray, are there any very large gems for sale?
He's
of a
been hearing
500
lots of everyone's yelling.
Yeah, he's been here going yelling at us. He's just been like laughing at us.
Yeah. Yes.
Because this is ridiculous. Where can one get a gem that size in the city? Because it's definitely 14,000 places in the city you can get one.
Well, unfortunately, I get most of my supplies from the university.
Oh my god, you're
God, you're
fucking
annoying.
useless.
You're annoying.
I will fucking walk. Let's just go. I'm not even gonna bother arguing. Let's go find something, please. I don't even care at this point.
Shihan, how far away is your family home?
Give or take another 30, 40 miles. Same distance. It's relatively.
Real quick, sorry, Shihan, you're on a different continent, so it's
yeah.
a 30-mile or 30-day travel, probably.
Fair enough. Okay, never mind. Alright. Well, if you want to fucking try and run 35 miles a day.
That's not that much. If you go 4 miles an hour, that's 32 miles in 8 hours, which is like walking speed.
Yeah,
he's
but you
8
don't
feet
walk.
tall.
You can't.
So
I'm
don't
8
walk
feet tall.
8 hours
I'm a
straight.
fucking army general.
can.
I am literally the peak physical fitness form you could be for a situation like this.
You're fat, bro.
Oh,
I
you're
saw-
one to
I
talk
saw you in the
fucking
Coliseum.
Bernstein Bears. Fucking wannabe.
You're slow as hell in the Coliseum.
You're slow as shit thinking.
You have a pea-sized head that I could crush between my thighs. Call me
Oh
Draka.
yeah, I'd like it. Anyways,
Ugh.
can we
Can I stroke
I
your
did
hair?
not make that noise.
can we please go? Can we please?
Yeah, no, I grabbed the spell, I grab all of us, and I teleport right now. No one can change
roll a d100.
A D100.
100. Okay, I'll roll one too. Uh-oh.
I don't have a D100.
Oh, okay. You want me to roll one?
These.
Oh,
You have those.
Oh, I have
Okay.
One's the tens place and one's the ones place.
Ooh,
Wait.
okay.
Do I really actually?
Sorry, I don't know if you can see it.
You
It's an
definitely
80.
I did.
It's an 80.
Okay.
Wait,
That's a yeah.
Alright, good thing you're rolling, David.
Yeah, it doesn't,
Huh?
doesn't matter.
24.
24 with a 24
Oh, we fall on our heads.
using
You are about to-
you fall on your heads and get CTE.
But you have to say it like there's a knife.
No,
in your
we're
back
not
and
doing
the
that,
blood is
we're not.
rushing down. Just
That's
say it like
such
the
a
whole thing
bad
like
bit.
that.
I hate that bit. Okay. You all form a circle holding hands, and Draka
Sing
reads
Kumbaya.
the incantation to teleport as you are whipped through space and time, traveling 1,000,000 miles a second, and feels like as soon as it starts, it ends, and you like rush forward, landing on the ground with like a cold, hard impact, like you're landing on like winter ground.
Could I ask, sorry, just a little metagaming for David. Did you just watch like Harry Potter and like use the same vibe as the port keys? Because that's kind of what I'm getting from it.
You can use that vibe. It
Okay.
was more of the apparition bullshit.
Okay.
But I haven't watched any Harry Potter things
Yeah,
since freshman year of high school.
Wrong.
Okay. You land on like cold, hard ground. It's still in the middle of summer. The air is like kind of warm, but definitely not as warm as Alume. And given where you are, that feels kind of strange. Immediately, you're not picking up any noise at all. Everyone's standing still. It feels like there should be like birds, crickets, anything. Completely silent. The ground, like as you land, looking at it, it's grassy, but it's like it's lost all of its color. Like you've been transported back into a black and white movie, and the grass just is gray. The
DM Sky, would I recognize this place from my travels just in past life?
No.
Okay. I don't even get an attempt to roll. That's, you know what? We're fucked.
And then as you like look up, get your bearings, look around, the trees and foliage, again, like just gray, like a monotonous tone of gray, still alive looking, but like the color's been sucked out of it. The trees are kind of willow trees with like, it would be beautiful, but it's just gray, white, like there's no color left anywhere.
Is this like soot or like the color's been dragged out of them?
Or we can't see color anymore. We've got like COVID.
It looks like the color has been dragged out of it, not that it's covered in soot or something like that.
Sky, would I notice the color being like sapped from everything, including the people next to me? Like
the people next to you,
my armor is like dark gray and goldish. Would I notice that?
The people around you, fully vibrant.
Oh. Did they suck the color out of it?
The foliage, trees, rocks, everything you can see around you, just no color at all.
Oh, they're gonna suck our color.
The trees, the bark of it looks like petrified wood. That type of thing, where it's just like frozen, it feels like in time. You can see, like, you're on a pathway that's grass covered, nicely kept, and on either side of you are willow trees that would be beautiful, and then further into kind of the forest on either side are thicker, like deep petrified oak trees or something of the sort, where just it scales up into and out of sight. Ahead of you, you see a fairly quaint village. The buildings themselves, normal colors, like made of anything made of brick or like colorful stones of granite or anything like that are still the stone, brick, granite colors. Anything using wood is gray, like it's been sapped out. Immediately, like even the sun feels like it's not providing color to the area, which is really strange.
Are we near a city? Sorry, I might have missed that.
You can see ahead of you, probably 100, 200 yards, is a village. You can't see a bunch between like just the trees blocking the view, but the houses, at least the bricks, stone, is all like the color you would expect. Bricks are like red, orange. Granite is granite color, but any like wood roofing or wood siding is all like a petrified gray. You can see not really the specific details. If everyone can roll a perception check.
Okay, I think I get advantage on these.
Oh, nearly well off the table. I don't think I have any.
Ooh, okay.
Oh,
10.
not terrible. I got
What do
a
I do?
30. Wait
What do I tell
a
you?
minute.
Yeah.
19.
I got a natural 20 for a 22.
Ooh.
Yo, fancy!
14.
Yo, we're all
Well,
so seeing this.
with a natural 20, you can pick this up. Traka, you can also pick this up.
Okay, I was like, what the hell?
Oh, and what did you roll?
A 17.
17. You can pick this up too. There are quite a bit of humanoid figures in the distance. They're like walking style is like a really old person. Like they have a limp in one leg. They're really skinny. Their face like wrinkly and kind of drooping with sometimes some people have hair. They seem to be fully mobile. Like they're carrying what looks to be buckets of water or clothes or food or grains, stuff like that. It's just that like they look old as fuck.
I think I know what this is. I think Carthold would recognize this in his past life. And also player David may recognize what this is. Sky, I'm gonna roll just from the memory bank. Because I have a feeling I know what creature. I have a feeling I know what creature this is supposed to be. That is what would this be? What would this be considered?
I literally have no idea. Like
would this be more history,
what did you
insight? Roll? I rolled a 15. What
do you think it is?
1 second. I have a prop for this. Sorry, I've been wearing this shirt every time we've streamed, and I actually get a feeling that that's where you drew inspiration from. Is it a lich?
It is not. Okay.
Because they are fully clothed, fully mobile, but they are stunted to the point where they look like elderly people. So I was really
it gives you a very, very similar vibe. Liches, you would immediately just immediately.
I feel like that
are not ever going to do manual labor at all, and these what look to be. These humanoid figures are like carrying like barrels of water or clothes or grains, or like they seem to be doing manual labor, and that's like the main reason why they're walking around. You can also notice with a nat 20 and a 19, not a 17, there seem to be some more spry younger people and some people that don't seem to have as many physical disfigurements. Either walking alongside the more elderly looking people or just like running around being a child in a village.
So the other people don't recognize that there's children here?
I'm going to start walking towards them.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to start walking towards them.
So as you all make your way towards the village, the ground underneath you crunches like you're stepping on just frozen leaves. And it like your skin is warm. It's a warm day out, but everything seems cold and like.
No, I'm so curious. Can I roll to see if they're sucking the color out of everything?
Sure, roll something. Roll a d20.
1.
Nia, Draka, you like are like looking around, being like, "Why is there no color?" And then immediately the whole world is refilled with color. The grass is green. The willow trees are a beautiful, like, light purple, kind of pink color.
Type shit.
I gained some knowledge.
The bark on the trees is like kind of birch colored, and it's beautiful. Like the petals are slowly falling as you see. Like it's just gorgeous, and the sun is hitting you. Just like the perfect
you have
angle.
to tell me if I lost like a wisdom.
Everyone else, you see Draka like in awe, spinning around, looking at all the gray, and like kind of starstruck. And like a strange like fondness comes over her face, and you don't really get it. Maybe she's reminiscing on maybe her homeland or something that maybe looks similar, but
yeah, no, I'm just fucking high, I guess.
As you all make your way there, you start to get a better view of the people, the town. Most of the houses are made out of like wood sidings, stuff like that, that are all sapped of color. They seem to be petrified. There are a few taller buildings kind of further in the back that you can now see as you kind of get into view that are like church steeple style, that are like a beautiful white marble that, even though they're a similar color, stand out quite a bit just because of the, I suppose it's purpose of them. Like it feels like that is supposed to be a beautiful white marble, and everything else seems still out of place. As you,
I swear I can I'm on the tip of recognizing what this is. I'm literally searching through my D&D notes for what this could be.
You make your way up. There are some houses on the right-hand side of this road as you kind of get into the main village that are a little bit further away. Seem to be small farming plots of land that seem to be growing wheat or some other grain. Again, the color just sapped out of it. The plants seem to still be growing. It's just they don't have any color. And you make your way into kind of the outskirts of the main village, and as you get a closer look, the people limping look to have some have either disfigurements or no hair. Some people have claw marks on sides of their faces, and at least the disfigured people are 100% dead and either resurrected or brought back to life in some way as servant corpses.
Servant corpses?
Are there vampire counts
Is
around
that a fancy
here?
word for slaves?
The other folks, either children or more mobile people, seem to be living normal humanoid or elvish.
Okay.
You see children running across the street a little ways in front of you playing tag or something else. Normal people going about a semi-normal life, just with probably the same amount or maybe more of just dead servants.
Okay. It's not at all what I thought it was going to be.
Oh, so they're all
I'm
dead.
actually quite happy that it's not what I thought it was going to be. After
real.
seeing
There's
this, my
definitely a lich here.
demeanor is going to shift.
There's definitely a lich here. It's just probably a nice one.
One living person with bright green hair walks up to you.
A liberal?
That was a layup. You really let him in on that one.
As you see this, as you see this person come up to you with bright green hair, you do notice that a lot of the people are wearing very colorful garments or have very colorful hair, and only the dead people are wearing just grays or have their hair shaved off or fallen out, whatever it may be. But all the living people seem to be very noticeably colorful. And a female elf, probably middle age, around 300 or so, comes up to you. Hello. You are definitely outsiders. Welcome to Moridara.
Wait, hey. How you know that?
Look at
I'm
us.
kidding. Look at me. I'm fucking 8 foot tall. You're like a little tiny baby. Yes, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, my name is Renkala. Is there anything I can help you with?
Fuck.
Pardon?
Renkala?
Yep, I'm going to go with Rain Collar.
Rinkala.
Rain Holla.
Malahala. Yeah, we have a dead friend. I hear you are helpful with making those people not dead.
And are you nice to them when you bring them back to life?
Are they gonna look like that though? And I point to a dead
Roll a charisma check with disadvantage because of what Draka said too.
What did Draka just fucking say? Alright, what's 11 plus my charisma?
Can I do my own charisma check?
If you want with disadvantage.
Is this persuasion or
pick the
charisma
lower.
itself?
Charisma.
Okay, 14. Yeah. Good.
Actually, I'll let you do persuasion. I think that's fair.
Well, it's still the same rules.
Well, it's not for me.
Yeah, if he has
16.
proficiency.
I have a +5 in persuasion.
With a 16.
Huge.
Yeah, we can. We usually don't do it for outsiders because then everyone would be flocking to us.
He's not an outsider.
Yeah, I was about to say it's technically
We
not
pull
an
out the body and
outsider.
we just I kind of hold it up to show him.
Oh my god.
You can't drag. Don't stop desecrating this goddamn corpse,
I've already
Draka.
done it. I've already done it.
She looks at you.
Our friend is a little loony. Down a couple brain cells.
Yeah, I can see that.
Recognize him?
Please
DM
put it-
Sky, I'm gonna give her like a little whack on top of the head.
It does nothing. I've got this head. Fucking made of steel. Nothing in here. Also, nothing in the
The good news is I know you're not getting dumber. I'm just hoping to hurt you a little bit.
It did not work. You don't
It's
even-
a 24. It's a 24 to hit.
I mean, yeah, it hits.
Well, can I defend?
Is that a thing that you have as an action?
You have a body in your hand. You are holding
Yeah.
I
that like
hold the
this.
body. I don't.
Okay.
I don't.
I'd let you do that.
I don't want to.
Okay.
I killed
You're
him.
going to defend with someone's dead body that you murdered. All right.
I didn't mean to murder him.
Still murdered him.
Carthel, what's your
Still manslaughter.
what's your blunt
It's
damage?
seven blunt damage.
Damn. You take 7 points of bludgeoning.
Is that true? Sorry, don't quote. No, I'm sorry. That's 5.
Okay.
5. That's a
Can't you
lie.
also like do minimum amounts of damage? Be like, I want.
Yeah, I'll do the minimum.
It's
Honestly, I'm not
whatever-
trying to hurt her.
It's whatever the plus is the minimum.
Yeah, I'm not trying to hurt her. I'm trying to be like show
could've
some
done
fucking
that,
manners. Like it's like a read the room kind of whack, you know?
How much did I lose?
6 technically.
Jeez.
No, you just do this.
5 or 6. One of the two.
Is your-
I-
no,
I
no.
45.
What is your
health.
plus? What is your modifier to your damage, David? To your blunt
Plus
damage.
6. Plus 6.
Okay, yeah, it's 6 fucking damage. Holy shit.
Yeah, that's what happens when you get good gear.
That's also what happens when you fucking desecrate a corpse in front of its city's like inhabitants.
Actually,
It's not. Well, okay. I think these guys think differently about corpses. This
Yeah,
is
I
just
think
a
you
guy
should
who's
stop
asleep.
talking. I think that would be in your best interest.
I'm just gonna go.
I'm very sorry for our friend here. She's a little thick. She's a little simple.
Fine. I just like sit down and I go on my D&D iPad.
I don't
It's just like stare at like some baby.
Draka
It's
being an
literally just
iPad baby
it's
is
just
so
a
real.
wooden board with fucking etch and sketch written on it.
And there's
Like
a
there's
couple
literally
dancing
nothing on it.
blueberries.
Nice, nice.
As you hold up the body of Sethril, like just kind of ragdolled.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Well, I suppose his father would be pleased to see him.
Oh no, she recognized him.
She was supposed to.
And she knows his dad.
If you could you bring it to Moradri's heart? That would probably be the best place. It's just in the
Yeah.
center city there across the river.
I'm so sorry. Did you have the chance to know him?
I did. We were good friends in...
I'm very sorry for the way my compatriots handling his body. We came here with pure intentions. I really promise
I
that.
think they view death differently here.
I-
Bring him back.
I appreciate your solace. I understand how outsiders treat the deceased, staring at Draka.
Yeah.
I don't think they treat the dead differently.
I am glad that he has finally died because now we can know his true fate. So, please.
The fucking what?
On different customs over here, they find their own ways of death is just only the next part.
Okay,
after.
sorry. My mind went back to hive mind.
Yeah, sorry,
That's where my
sorry.
mind has been at the entire time.
No hive mind, but
Sorry, just my military training.
the children of Klevnon are looking for the next
It
Messiah.
might be a hive mind.
Messiah?
So please, just
Listen, I got
Am I fucking around with the Messiah and just like flinging him around? I'm like, woo! You can't see me, but I'm flinging.
DM Sky. The name of the following, the children of.
so she referred to themselves as the children of Klevnon.
How
Of
culty are they?
Klevnon? Children of fucking corn.
Klevnon.
How culty are they? Can I like roll for that?
Yeah, roll.
What is that?
I'll help her. With my
just
infinite
a
knowledge.
charisma,
Insight
insight. Yeah, that's a good one.
I'll help her.
Dirty
If I
20.
can.
dirty 20. David, are you rolling as well?
No, I was giving her advantage.
You have advantage. Yeah, it's probably good.
Still
She has
dirty 20.
OP dice. With the dirty 20, listening to what Sethril said, he talked about it like it was not a cult.
No, I'm talking about this girl.
You all are getting big Mormon energy.
Mormons?
Like that type of vibe. Like that type of
All right.
cult
Like
level.
they're soaking over there.
You just hear
That's not
in the bed next, in the house next door.
I see someone jumping
On
through the
the-
window. Like their head keeps popping up.
It's a similar level of like
Uh-oh.
children of Klevnon, are you sure? Type of like suspicion of what you would get in Mormonism.
Sure.
And then she says, if you like, I can kind of direct you. I assume you've just gotten here.
Yeah, we would definitely need some directions.
And as you walk through the city, like passing by just dead people and living people just walking around like it's kind of normal to have
This place freaks me the
Like-
fuck out.
to have dead servants carrying your groceries from the general store or carrying water from the river.
So, Miss,
It's just the plot of Shaun of the Dead, guys. It's okay.
No.
Miss, are you guys vampires? Are these thralls?
No.
I
No.
have a very big scare of fangs.
We
You're not gonna
Show
show
us
me
your teeth.
that are
Show us your
blinking.
teeth.
she's been smiling quite a bit. No fangs.
Yippee.
She turns to you. No, thankfully
Yeah,
we're
I'd love
not
to see your teeth more.
vampires. Instead, necromancers. We call ourselves Moridara. Following,
And there is no war in passing.
and I do deeply apologize for kind of the state of the village at the moment. It's usually beautiful this time of year. We're just kind of running into a few difficulties with
What are the
something.
difficulties?
I'm not too sure, but
I think that you do
Insight-
know.
Insight check
yeah,
that bitch!
sure.
Wait,
You
who's
just
doing
got
it?
You just got a
Everyone who wants
three-person
to.
insight
Sure.
check.
Everyone who
13.
yelled insight check.
13.
21.
Fucking
I rolled a
six.
19.
Let's fucking go.
I rolled a 19.
Okay, so Owen, you got a what?
A 13.
13,
21.
21, 6. With a 6,
Is Shoddy bad?
Shoddy got no idea what the bad news is. Shoddy,
No.
Shoddy is like,
Oh.
A melody in my head.
think of like goth chick that definitely does not eat enough food.
Oh, so she's
Oh.
hot as fuck.
Okay.
Okay. And then 13 kind of seems to be telling the truth, probably doesn't know. With a 21, you can know for sure that she doesn't really know what's going on, but the foliage being colorless is weird.
Did it just turn colorless again? Did I just see that there was no color
Yes,
again?
you finally figured out that it wasn't just a fully colorful state. So
Okay, now it's weird.
it's pretty weird.
Maybe when the Messiah comes back, the color will come. So
Yep, that'll do it.
Messiah.
something tells me that we have the Messiah in our
The
back.
great are good.
Or the great are good. Hot fuzz. The great are good.
2 references to the Cornetto trilogy. Let's keep it going here,
Yes.
Barrett. Let's keep it going.
We gotta do the world's end now.
I've got nothing for that one.
Not
You
yet.
Oh,
lost
it looks
me.
like it.
So as you all are walking and talking, making a bit of small talk and some real talk.
You got any?
Oh god, he's gonna just
what's
roll for Riz. We know where this is
no, I
headed. Just do
I
it.
need some Riz attempts.
Please don't.
That's a Riz attempt. That's what it is weird.
What's up? My name is Goral Silverhook. What's your name? Because you already said it. I think it's really funny.
It's a
I
pleasure.
suck at names.
Gore?
I'm really sorry.
It's Rankling.
Rankling? Like you're
Tinkling.
wrinkly? Like wrinkling?
Rain Kaleen.
Oh, Rain Galeen.
With
And
a
you're-
K.
Killeen. Miss Rain, Killeen. What do you think about bugbears?
Wow,
And
wow,
he, like-
right to it.
Dude! Yeah!
You know,
I realize it's like really OP to be right to it in real life.
this might be a little forward. Can I touch your fur? Because it looks crazy
Yeah,
soft.
here you go.
She like pets you. Whoa.
I give her my arm.
I get visibly sad. I go, "Don't let me do that."
You have fire hands! You'll burn me alive.
Wow, I've
You're
never
not goth either.
I've never seen a bugbear in real life. I've only like read about them.
She starts petting
Yeah.
him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're super soft.
We're exotic.
Cool.
That's like not a good word to say that.
So we're just gonna go off and smash, and we're just gonna walk around without him. Well, they're
Maybe
Mormons.
we need.
so-
What's your Riz check?
Am I rolling charisma here?
Yeah.
Oh, I cooked 17.
Okay.
I'm winning.
As you all are talking and she's petting Goral, you turn the corner into what looks to be like a bridge that heads to like a temple with a like statue fountain in front of it. It seems to be of a perhaps like religious figure of some sort, who is a dwarven man who is like taller and skinnier than definitely any dwarf has ever been, and probably more like beautified than should be. He's like holding a sword and a like open book with what looks to be a symbol that, now that you're looking at it, you somewhat recognize. Well, from like seeing it around, the symbol is like a skeleton hand holding up a scale that is level on either side. And he's like holding a book with that printed on the cover.
Sus.
So as you like cross the bridge over this flowing river that is like surprisingly fast for where you are, well, where you guess you are in the middle of a continent, with like some mountains in the distance, but not super close, you cross over the river to like this temple in front of you and the statue. The ground is just fully made of marble, like fully polished, beautiful looking, no cracks, no nothing at all. And kind of as you cross, you feel like you kind of transitioned into, I forget the word, like a Catholic thing where the Pope stayed at in Philly. You know what I'm talking about?
The seminary.
Yeah. It's like one of those
Even you
vibes
would
where
know
it is secluded from the rest and is more religious, more studatory. There are some, like a cluster of buildings on the right-hand side that seem to be housing for various people. Most of them seem to be living. There are a few dead servants walking around still. But this main temple seems to be kind of the primary worshiping point. You hear from the inside some like muffled chanting of some sort that you can't really make out from out here. But as you kind of get closer towards it and Rankling turns to you all. So it's just through these doors. I think we're doing afternoon service at the moment. So if you just kind of head up the stairs to your right, you can go to the preacher's office, and he should be able to meet you after his sermon.
I'm gonna hit her with my biggest smile and say, "Thanks, Rain Colleen."
You're welcome, Goral.
Does she blush?
She is wildly pale and probably doesn't have any blood in her from the looks of it. But she might be if she could. And she walks away back over the bridge.
I like this side plot. Teehee.
As the doors, they're like big, like marble doors with like an archway surrounding them. As they open, you're met with a like worshipping hall, beautifully designed from just what you can see right now. There is a statue kind of behind whoever is preaching at the moment. It looks to be a kind of what looks to be tall dwarven man. He could be standing on a pedestal of some sort. Dwarven man with like a curly beard mustache combo, and like long hair that goes back past his shoulders. That's just a bright purple. You get vague similarities to Sethril of purple hair, a similar like clothing style, but not identical. Sethril was more like leather jacket type of vibe, and this guy, at least what he's wearing right now, is a like beautiful royal purple robe.
I'm showing such restraint by not calling him Papa Sethi. I really want to.
In the worshiping hall, there are probably about 100 or so people, all kneeling. There's no benches or anything like that. All kneeling on the ground, praying towards the front of the room as he's talking about a sermon of some sort. Are you guys going to want to stay and listen, or are you just heading straight upstairs?
Stay and listen.
I'm going to stay and listen.
I'm gonna stay and listen.
Okay.
I'm gonna go head upstairs.
I'll head right up.
When
No, that's how I got, what's it called, Vigor before. So let's not do that.
Nah, I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna chill.
Okay.
But like, not pay attention to anything they're saying, because I'm like, don't care. These pesky little vampires ain't got nothing on them.
As you all like stand kind of out of the way so that you're not like disturbing too much of the service, the preacher man in the front is talking about like very kind of standard like religious things, talking about how like the sacrifice of Klevnon brought the Moridari to this land and is the reason why the new Messiah will prosper and succeed. And how the new champion of the God of the Dead will rise and become or bring God back to power when it has been destroyed. And it's vague.
It has been destroyed.
In context, it could be the god or his power.
Okay.
And their next champion or messiah will bring him back, and the only thing to do is to pray towards him. You can see, as you're like listening but barely while daydreaming, on either side is a mural of maybe what happened in the past or a prophecy of something happening in the future, of what looks to be a humanoid figure. You're not sure if it's a human, elf, dwarf, or what, kneeling down to a like monstrous humanoid figure wearing a cloak it seems to be knighting him of some sort. And then in the next panel, that same figure holding up a book with light rays coming out of it and a arrow through his throat. On the opposite side, following the same timeline, you see another figure different than the one holding up the book. Another figure getting struck down by an adversary, double or triple the size of him, and like lying on the ground dead. The next panel being like resurrected with light coming up from his body as he smites down his defeater. And kind of as that happens, the sermon seems to come to an end with a final prayer, and people start to get up and leave.
Sky, sorry, this is just for me. Would I recognize any religious symbols, something that would kind of lead me to where this kind of religious following comes back to, like what the origin is, who they pray to? Because it seems like it's something similar. Like, obviously, it's this person named Klevnon, but I want to understand if it goes back to one of the Great Four, or if it's maybe somebody that was an exiled god, because that's what I'm getting at. That's what I'm getting towards now.
Yeah, so all of the symbols and like icons that you see do not remind you of anything you have ever seen.
Interesting.
The panels on the side, it's semi-crudely carved, and it's hard to make out exact like styles. It's definitely not the Emperor Bane. It could be one of the Sisters of Fate who is knighting this person, and it could be the God of Chaos. You're not entirely sure. And then obviously the final god, Lolth, Queen of Spiders, definitely not spider human type of
Why
thing.
not see your screen?
It's fine. This is the God of Chaos. This is your boy.
That's my guy.
Yeah. So it could be one of the Great Four. Likely, given the cultish vibe of the place, you probably think they believe in a god that could just be a human that claimed they were God and brainwashed a bunch of people.
Yo, like me last time.
Because it's like literally no recording in history has ever mentioned a different god ever. So it's probably just some crazy people in a building.
Those gosh darn Mormons.
Can I insight check the DM?
Sure.
Are there
I know. I actually don't want to. This
Roll a
session will
D20.
go forever.
Okay.
Are there any
18
plates around?
I seem to be telling the truth. Plates like food?
Fair enough.
No, like plates that haven't be like transcribed, and then
Oh, like words? They're
are there any golden plates that have John Smith on them?
Plaques, you mean?
No,
no,
they're plates.
No, they're plates.
no golden plates with John Smith on them. But also not a history buff, so I
Also,
don't
are
really
we
know
like
the
in
reference.
Ohio or something? Is that where it was?
You're in Ohio for sure.
That makes sense. That's why I thought
Actually,
the color being
toilet.
gone was weird.
Likely-
Skibidi toilet.
Likely you're in
Ohio
Utah.
is-
be
That's
honest.
not what I meant. That's not what I was going for. I was going for Mormon lore.
As the people in the temple kind of stand up, collect their things, and start heading out, are you staying for them leaving, or are you booking it upstairs? Okay.
No, I'll stay.
So as they walk out, they're all giving you big side eyes. Like they are like, why are these weirdos
I'm smiling
here?
and waving.
I don't give a fuck.
Just smile.
I am going to
Smile and wave, boys. Smile
I'm
and
adamantly
wave.
paying attention.
They are very suspicious of you, but are leaving the talking to you to the whoever the preacher is up in the front.
They can do whatever it is they would like to do. They are free to be themselves. I'll just kill them. But
What?
I digress.
Huh?
I'm mainly waiting for this preacher to make
Let's
his
not
way.
kill people.
He waits until everyone has left the hall before heading back, obviously noticing you as you entered. And you, as he comes closer, you notice like even more like facial structure features similar to Sethril, of like kind of inlet eyes, and like semi-bony cheekbones. He seems to be more well-fed than Sethril was.
Semi-bony cheekbones.
Like
Are his bones like not bones?
He's got some meat on them bones.
And
All right. Before he actually gets to us, I'm going to hold my hand over Draka's mouth and let
I
someone
didn't
else
do
do the
anything.
I
okay,
think you mean.
who's going to be in the front of the pack?
I think
I will. Oh, why don't we go together?
Oh my god, friend!
And I start passionately making out with him. Sorry.
My heart is taking my rain killing.
Alright.
Are you holding out the body of Sethril, or is he back?
No, we are not
the-
holding the fucking body of Sethril.
He's in the
Okay.
bag of holding.
Okay.
No.
I'm not taking him out.
No, you're fucking not.
Oh yeah.
Good idea, yeah.
So as Karthold and Gorl stand up front, he immediately warm, friendly smile goes to shake both of your hands. Oh,
Hello. My name
How's
is
it going, sir?
My name is Girl Silverhook.
And my name's Karthold. Karthold Notley.
it is an absolute pleasure to be of both of your acquaintances. My name is Edmond Koriv.
Edmond. Now, is it Edmond Koriv, all one word, or is it Edmond, middle name Koriv? Sorry, it's just for my brain.
Did we ever learn of Sethril's last name?
It's Magus.
Oh, so it's a little different. Okay.
It seems to be different.
Okay. I just made an attempt at spelling that.
Sir, we come to you humbly, but with
News.
It's not good news. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, sir. I'm not in the business of doing such.
Unless it's cake.
We were acquaintances of Sethril, your son.
Indeed.
I think you know where this is headed. However, I've heard that you guys have unique culture surrounding the deceased, and we wanted you to be the first to see your son now that he's back in town.
Yes.
So to speak.
Yes, and I appreciate you all for bringing him here. I'm not sure who knows him the best here, but I
point at Shion.
we all point at Shion.
Mr. Forrester.
Yes.
It is a pleasure to finally meet you. Sethril has talked quite a bit about you, and, well, I am a very old acquaintance of one of your late grandparents.
He's got his grandparents as a slave.
Yeah, you say it like you're right over there, actually.
Seething.
I slowly turn over to.
Do you say that
over
out
to
loud?
Gorl.
No, I did not say that out loud.
Okay.
I'm not saying that out loud, but
DM Sky is seething. His plot twist ruined.
Yes, I presume you would all like to know at least a little bit about our customs, as at least most of us know they are quite different than the rest of the world, let alone Alume. If you could all
I'd be a
please
liar. Oh, sorry, continue.
bring him just to the front, and we can. At least I can explain at least a little bit of what we do and look for in a first
I'm going
death.
to now open the bag of holding and place Sethril's parts out on the floor.
Wait. Sorry. This is David Metagaming. Parts?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so a nat 20 on a dagger attack was 40 damage. Do you remember?
No, I just know how Revivify works. Is this going to be using the traditional Revivify spell?
You just need the whole body. It can be in pieces.
Okay. I just because I know you can't regenerate limbs, and
Yeah.
I don't know. I was
So
fell out of my ass. Sorry.
he motions you to kind of like a
Okay. before we go through this, Draco, which part of Sethril did you hold up to the entire town?
The whole body. What?
His upper
He's in
half.
parts, probably his upper half.
His head.
Oh,
Probably.
I thought he was. I think I just like took him in a pile.
That's so much more disrespectful.
I don't know what I did. I didn't realize he wasn't a full body.
The upper half, we're gonna
Maybe
say.
his arm. Maybe his arm.
My days.
I
Is
think
he
I'd do
just
his arm
cut in
because
two?
I think I'd like to wave.
Or is it like...
I think I'd do his arm because I'd like to wave to everyone. So his arm.
What?
It's 2 or 3 because it would have been 1 slash through that just killed him immediately.
Yeah, no, I just
Okay.
had to hit him
What
with
did you
one
do to
weapon
this
one time.
man? My
So,
God.
Some very grotesque actions.
So you lay him out on kind of this like altar that is kind of coffin sized, but it like you place him on top and it holds him pretty well. And as you're doing this, he turns to the rest of the group. Well, I cannot perform this ritual because of conflict of interest purposes. So I am going to just quickly contact the people that can. They should be here quite shortly. But I suppose to talk about why life is important, but death perhaps more so.
Yeah, I was, my brother here and I kind of nudge Inigo. We took the chance to listen to a little bit of your sermon, and we take great interest in learning, especially about religions that we may not be familiar with. And truthfully, I come to you more as a knowledge seeker than as a judge holder, so to speak.
Can you roll persuasion? And are you actually coming as a knowledge seeker?
I actually am
Okay.
fucking intrigued, just because personal reasons. This is legitimately me being just intrigued. So I'll do. Well, I don't know what I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna leave that to you. It's a 5.
Okay. Well, there is much more to talk about than the time that we have, but as you may or may not have gathered, we worship the god of the dead, the bringer of those to the afterlife. And although perhaps he isn't recognized among the Great Four, he does exist. And we are hoping to one day bring him back to be a prominent figure. Now, death specifically is important. Klevnon, the late Messiah, great as he was, and he like does a Catholic fucking bullshit thing. He was the first contact to the god, and perhaps the only person that has seen him ever. At least since the 1,000-Year War. The Klevnon attempted a ritual that was stopped by the Silver Swords in Beor of Or before he could complete it, killing him instantly. Thankfully, his kin survived, and we now hope we can find another like him, another specially chosen member. But that is where death plays a part. You see, the god of the dead can only be reached through death itself, and not through a pre-planned death of sorts. It has to be to either the hands of a combatant or old age for some, but it rarely gets that far. So this is why this is exciting. Sethril is a direct descendant of Klevnon.
Yep, there's the bombshell.
3.5,
Whoa.
4 generations away. So it is always a hope that we can one day find our next Messiah.
Is this like...
You can talk.
My mouth is covered.
Oh yeah, your mouth is covered. You can't talk. You can mumble. And pretty much at that moment, the doors open and you see 4 hooded figures dressed in like a thin, like wispy black veil where you can't really see their face. Like it seems to block all light, but it's really thin. And they all like kind of float towards the altar, towards the front of this.
Do they look like Death Eaters?
Way less scary, like more humanoid. But you can't see their face, similar to a Death Eater, I guess. But the garments that they're wearing are much fancier and like rich people looking. And the Edman, as he notices this, wonderful. Quickly, however, I would ask of your assistance in a matter that you might have noticed. It is rare that we get outsiders, perhaps with a diverse skill set. And I think a diverse skill set is exactly what we need.
Okay, Buster.
Obviously, we will perform this ritual. We would like a favor in return. The surrounding foliage, as you have seen, has been sucked of its life, power, and beauty. We would appreciate assistance in fixing the matter. We know perhaps the source, but all of our reconnaissance and scouting missions have gone unanswered. Likely, our members have died. So, again, we would just greatly appreciate your help. It is not necessary, but would be, again, greatly appreciated. As the 4 hooded figures kind of surround the body on all 4 corners of this like rectangular coffin-shaped altar. They start like laying out different little things, gemstones, like really small ones around, bits of sand and other things.
Oh, they're paying for this?
They seem to be.
I mean, like barking now.
and the pastor says to all of you, this will take quite a bit of time. So,
How much time?
an hour.
Oh.
So
Shots?
if turns to Gora, we do have quite a loaded bar, or you can just explore the village.
Or we can.
There is.
Or we can help. How long will our help be required for your little task? Do we do 2 at once? You know.
Until we fix it. Yeah.
It's until
Well,
you
I feel
fix
like-
it. They know where the source is, but
So we can go fuck up the source.
We do that in an hour, though.
I don't know. How do you?
I'm
Question. Sorry. How useful will Sephiroth be?
that is a great question. They will not be.
Is he like gonna be like lucid and like out of it for like a few days?
We'll be out of it for about half a week. Would be my assumption.
Okay.
Still able to walk and exist, just perhaps a little bit woozy.
All right. So not a help in a fight or anything like that. Keep him out of combat. Good. Good to know.
Who needed to stick around? Sorry, you said that someone needed to stick around and help out with the sermon. So
nobody needed to
completely
stick
forgot.
around.
Okay.
So do we
I
want to
think-
go deal with this problem for them, or do we want to?
Let's wait, make sure everything goes good. Then you don't start. Sorry, here, let me switch into character. You don't start a job until their end of the bargain's been completed.
It's the
So
goddamn dude's son. They're gonna try and complete. They're not gonna fucking fuck shit up.
I just want to see some proof.
Fucking fuck shit up.
All right. I'm gonna go walk up to the Cephal's dad and go, wink, wink. Nice little thrall you got. And then look at Shihan and then look away.
What does thrall mean?
It's just like vampire slave, but I don't.
He's obsessed with them being vampires.
Oh, you think that? Okay.
And then I'm just gonna walk away.
Did he say it loud enough so that I can hear it?
I
No,
doubt it.
I did not.
Edmund looks at you, just confused.
I want to try and talk to one of the
And I'm gonna
slaves
wink
that
at
they
him.
have.
Winky, winky.
I wiggle away from the hand on my mouth and I go and
Roll a strength check.
Draka, stay.
Brad, can you roll in? Thank you.
These friends have like 2
hello.
strength.
Are you still trying to cover my mouth?
Yes.
He's like
You're gonna say
jumped on
something
your
dumb.
shoulders. He like jumped on your shoulders and is grabbing your mouth.
You are quite literally a risk to have
I've
anywhere.
been doing my armor buffs.
You have literally committed
accident.
manslaughter.
19.
Okay, I did not. I got a
Like-
15.
A 13.
Draka, let's
So
be real,
you
have
you are
committed
unable
manslaughter.
to wiggle
Fine, I
out of
licked
his
his hand.
grasp. It's hot.
Fuck! Okay, never
hot.
mind. I give up then. Wait,
Brad
no,
pops-
does
Brad
he go
pops
like you,
half chub.
gross?
I doubt it.
Well, then
Brad
I'm gonna
cricks
start
up.
biting his hand, and if that doesn't work, then I'm just gonna keep biting it.
So you rolled a 13. You're not able to bite it
No, I'm
because
just
it's.
gonna nibble.
How do you bite a hand in front of you?
I like scratch my teeth on it.
Oh
What
yeah,
if he-
you're
what if
really
he cups
itching
it?
the fuck out of his hand.
Um,
Your teeth
Fine.
on this man.
So
hot
you-
hand.
I want out.
You unsuccessfully get out as you all
Fuck.
leave the temple back into the main part of the village.
Okay, now I'm gonna take my hand off her face now that we're at the temple.
Okay, fine. Now I'm gonna go find one of the slaves, and I'm gonna try and talk to him.
You're gonna go back in?
No, they're not all in the temple, are they?
I see. I thought you meant the 4 black.
No,
Hooded people.
no. That's not what I was trying to do. I was trying to leave the temple and go talk to someone. I was like, why is no one okay with me doing
Okay. Just like
this real quick?
in this area, you just quickly jog over to like a very skeletal looking person. Like no hair, no eyeballs, just like a skull, kind of, with like 4 teeth remaining. 2 of them molars and then like 2 bottom teeth. And they like are just walking.
I go, hey, yo, bro, what's up? Does he stop?
You like vaguely hear.
Yep, no, that's a zombie. That's a zombie.
Wait,
Round one.
he's not trying to bite me.
No.
So, like, okay, so go for yes and for no. But, like, can you do, like, are you, like, smart? Like, do you have, like, sentience and stuff? You do? Okay, you know what? Whatever, fine. If you have sentience, I guess prove it to me now or I'm walking away. No? You gotta do something cooler, like do a handstand, run in a little circle.
He doesn't have facial features. And like
I
turns
think
to
you're just
you.
pissing him off.
Oh my god. Okay, what does he say? Okay, well,
He doesn't have vocal cords, bro.
okay, do your thing to Jingle Bells if you're sentient.
I don't think they have that here.
Okay, to a song that you know. Do a song. It's not a tune. Do something cooler so I know you're sentient.
They just keep walking.
Oh my god, fine, I fucking leave. I guess they're not sentient. I'm not gonna believe they're sentient right now.
Giving up.
Could I have like checked that or something?
Sure, roll an insight check on if that was a yes or just a.
I got a 1.
The color has come back. You are shocked, but somehow, like while you're talking to this person, they're like their whole face turns a bright like purple, like the Dia de los Muertos masks, and it's like
Hey
all
guys, I
colorful
fixed the
and
color.
and
You
sharpied.
just have to be really fucking dumb.
You all just
Good
see
news,
Draka
you've got us all
spazzing out
covered.
and trying to talk to
Yeah.
this dead person.
Okay, fine. I come back. I don't want to waste too much time. I just wanted to see real quick, but he just kept hiring at me. Okay, so let's go.
Is there anything specific you want to do? Shots or just like time warp to an hour?
I'll go have a drink. I probably need one after screaming at the bear.
Your idea was dumb.
My idea was fucking brilliant.
You didn't have an idea other than run.
It was working.
Well, we didn't need the gem in the first place anyway, so I guess it's chill, because, like, obviously to have some here. But, like, what is the difference between getting the gem in the biggest city in the world, where they probably have a jeweler's district, or running 70 miles in 2 days, and then doing that back, because...
One is gonna take a long time.
And
I don't know why you were,
cost us more money.
I don't know why you were so involved in, like...
Yeah. Well, I mean...
putting Sethral's life on a timer, instead of, like, spending 30 minutes getting a gem.
I'm willing to bet, and this is my reasoning, is because in a world where they do necromancy for, like, now we know, religious purposes, I'm willing to bet they have a stockpile of this shit.
Yeah, they definitely
we got
do.
here, and color was drained from trees.
Okay.
Like, something apocalyptic could have happened at this town. And, like, you know, shit can go wrong. We could have prevented one thing from potentially going wrong.
Hey, man. I'm just throwing caution to the wind, I guess.
Yeah!
I mean, a real
Yeah, I
life
bet you made a
half-hour
great
as opposed
military
to, like,
general
going
doing
there
that.
and taking the smaller risk, I feel like.
Ooh, get shit on. Ooh, Nigo cooking. The Nigo's cooking. Alright,
I'm
an
gonna
hour
drink.
later.
I'm gonna drink.
Well, quickly, as you all head to the bar for a shot,
We take a shot. We come
you
back.
just like head down the main street. There's like some shops that seem to be like half shop, half housing, and pretty quickly in you see like a 1-story like tavern in restaurant, 4-in-1 type of thing that's just called Glass of Death, and then like on the wooden sign you see like carved in the top left in like really small font, life is just a little bit of a, like it was haphazardly thrown in afterwards. And as you enter, it's semi-bustling. There are more dead people than alive people, as it's like 5 p.m.-ish, right after a pretty major service. And there are like waiters, waitresses, all of whom are dead, and a barkeep that is also dead. As you all enter, most of the living folks turn to you, confused on why you're here.
Hello!
Still, like, quizzically looking at you and then turning back to the conversation that they were having. The barkeep, as you say that, like, points to one of the seats or tables in the area, and a tray of liquor just shows up, like little shot glasses of liquor shows up on the table, and like engraved into the platter is a like word that says 15 silver.
Nice. Jaka. For manslaughter.
15 silver.
For manslaughter.
15 silver.
Wait, I have to pay for everything?
Yeah, that's what he's saying, because you killed Sethril, I guess.
But everyone has just so much money, apparently.
You just made 100 gold, man. You can.
You did too.
I didn't commit manslaughter.
But he doesn't
Manslaughter.
No,
want to
it was murder. She meant to do it.
Whatever. I'm paying 15 silver. I have to transfer.
Yeah, do the conversion rate, nerd.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, fine. I'm not paying.
It's 1.5 gold. Like it's
It's like
10
super
to 1.
1.5 gold?
15 silver?
Yeah.
Bruh.
10 silver is 1 gold.
Okay, yeah. Then why'd you say 1 point?
15 silver is 1.5 gold.
Divide 15 by 10.
No, but I have to.
Yeah, you have to do that. Yeah. So as you drink your hour away, folks, more people start to come in, like a slight trickle as it reaches around about dinner time, as the hour is over and you all kind of make your way back to the temple. And as you enter, you see sitting, like, I guess floating, probably a foot above the altar, glowing, like, just from every angle, their arms out, fully intact, Sethril, as the 4 hooded figures are just chanting. And with that, we're going to go to a quick break to hopefully get Sethril in the call. And then we'll be back. So, be back kind of soon. Goodbye. And we are back. Sethril and Shihan are now in one camera. You can see Sethril in the very corner of the screen.
He's resurrected, but he's really tiny now.
Professionalism!
Sethril.
It doesn't help us, regardless of which someone else is going to be.
Move the chair that's in front of it.
Yeah, that's my laptop.
We are kind of teleported back in time. Sethril, the last thing you see is Draka, a recent, but still a companion of yours, hopefully fighting for the same cause, but apparently not, slashing you open with a dagger, piercing, it feels like every organ in your body at once.
I'm so sorry.
As just immediately your life flashes before your eyes, growing up in a beautiful small village, walking to Alume to further your education, and then being killed. Darkness. It feels like you're floating in a void, and then immediately you're brought to a scene of some sort. What looks to be a cloaked figure, both like skeletal and fully flesh, like shimmering between the two, as like a monstrous figure. Like the skeletal figure is probably 5 million times your size, and the figure across from him is like galaxies wide. Just monstrous. A big black cloak with like the most grotesque teeth. Like every single tooth is a fang that is solar systems in length. And it's like an incredible scene. You feel just immense heat as it feels like your whole body is burning, and this massive figure is just slashing apart the skeletal figure who's like bound in some magical way to an object he can't fight back, move, or anything. You see like chunks of flesh and bone falling to the ground, instantly being regrown and chopped again. A continuous cycle of torture. You're now just under both figures as just like planets worth of flesh and bone falling from this massive figure, as you see a single teardrop fall from his face, landing on top of you, being splashed with a relatively cold warmth, if you could, like compared to the surrounding air, cold, refreshing, but still like warm, like a bright summer's day. And as it hits you, you close your eyes for a split second, and you wind up in, this must be an afterlife of some sort. You're on a pathway, trees on either side, kind of like slightly grayed out, but not really, as like the leaves fallen off like it's early winter or late fall. There seem to be like at least remnants of faces on each of the trees, like large, thick stumps, and like roots and stuff that kind of look like eyes and mouths. And as you appear here, they seem to all be looking at you, kind of expectantly. Ahead of you, miles in the distance, is a large castle sort of structure, kind of ominous, but less kind of foreboding than the forest that you're currently in. There are some animals and insects making noises, crickets chirping, and it, like, the air around here is dry, like perhaps a little too dry, like you're in the mountains and there's not enough oxygen. And a man cloaked, a black cloak, you can't see his face, just like the kind of the bone structure more of a man, walks up to you holding just a staff, like a walking stick. Welcome, my child.
Are you? Who are you?
I
And
You're dead.
where am I?
Unfortunately, Sethril, you have passed. Thankfully, however, as your guider, you will live a life of, I guess, a post-death worthy of your sacrifices made during life. As he starts kind of walking, leading you on the pathway in this like semi-dense forest with a clear sky kind of over the pathway that the trees seem to not touch as you walk. Now, Sethril, this forest houses the souls of the forgotten and the remembered. One of your parents, your great-grandparents, those before them, those who lived at the dawn of time, all in this forest. And you, my child, will join them.
So this is the land of the dead. Fabled stories from my childhood.
Indeed. The Moridara were one of the few to know truly of this place. And you, my child, are another member of their tribe that has met an untimely fate.
But I thought that was only legend. I thought everyone who was bonded in the school of death were able to reach this place.
Perhaps legend in some circles, but legend has to be based off of some form of truth. You see, not every student of the dead will walk this plane, nor meet me. You are one of very few. And perhaps, thankfully, you will not walk here much longer.
I see.
As you're walking, you kind of get entranced in the forest itself. All of the trees, like the rooted eyes of the trees, like follow you as you walk. Like they're watching, just observing the conversation. And eventually you get to a crossroads, a fork in the path. One leading to the castle that you saw way off in the distance, and another just a hole. Millions of miles in diameter, just a hole that leads to nowhere, that is nothing. Sethril, great people make great choices. You have the option of a wonderful, permanent afterlife. Or you can return and perhaps seek what you were hoping. One comes with tremendous pain and suffering. You have been warned.
I proceed to look around and proceed to look at the souls in the tree. These souls.
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
I wouldn't recommend any of these. I haven't seen any of these before.
No. The ones that you might recognize are deeper into the forest. And if you head there, you do not return.
Well, it seems as either I will be stuck here for eternity, or I go back to the land of the living. One brings pain and suffering. Even though most people who have walked past me think I am the embodiment of that. Thing but pain and sorrow. Yet I didn't really want this life. But I shall take it nonetheless. I proceed to then walk forward to the hole.
As you head towards the hole, the cloaked figure stands behind you, watching you go, as you hear a heavy sword unsheath stab you through the heart, pushing you into the hole as you fall, descending thousands of feet, millions of miles, and also only a couple inches, as you then land in kind of an abyssal type of world, a orcish figure facing you. And as you land, the earth shapes around you. You're in kind of a desert battleground of some sort, like plateaus far off in the distance that are massive. As you and this figure stare off at each other, you're in a fight. You don't remember what caused it, but this person will kill you. You only have a sword in your hand and a dagger sheathed in your boot. This ends now. No one will remember you. No one will ever utter your name again. As this figure grows 2 times the size, 10 times, 1,000 times, engulfing your entire existence. But you grow as well.
So my own fear manifests itself. So be it.
Fear is nothing to the pain you will face. And he charges at you.
It shall continue forth.
He charges at you just chaotically. Can you roll a d20 for me?
I surely can. Ooh, not the best rolls. It's starting off with a 9.
You're rusty. It's okay.
This massive figure that you've met in size charges at you, going the speed of light faster. Instantly cuts through your entire intestines, leaving your whole organs spilling out. And again, can you roll a d20?
Oh. Kick out of this a 4.
All right, boss. I got nothing for you this time.
Again, quickly counters again, kicking your legs out from under you. Roll a d20.
What? 6? 6 or 9?
Line on top,
Which one is it?
Bottom. So
the line on the bottom. I believe that is 9. Does the line on the bottom 9? Line.
I mean, the line should be on the bottom. To if it like,
The line will always be on the bottom.
yeah, line is always on the bottom.
okay, then it's a 6.
It's a 6. If
I literally cannot tell you the 6 or 9.
Sethril, it is your turn in this strange combat thing. Is there anything specific you want to do other than strike? Like cast a spell, do...
I could see if I can possibly cast... Hold on. Because I'm pretty sure I do have the option to do so. Should be able to cast Ray of Frost.
Okay. With a... Fuck, I forget. It was 6. You quickly throw out just a beam of ice. It careens through... It's not even air. It's like a thick water type of texture to just the area around you, as it just feels like it goes in slow motion straight through the right eye of this monstrous figure. He cries out in pain. I'm so glad that I can finally kill you, as he lunges towards you and you're kind of just immediately blacked out. Nothing in the area at all. It feels like someone's reaching out towards you. A hand. Purely made of bone. Covered in a silk black cloak. Reaching out towards your hand. Do you take it?
I proceed to refuse.
The hand lingers for a moment and is pulled away. Again, you feel like people are calling out to you. Like faint whispers in the back of your head. Please, cries for help. Anything that you can offer. But it's fading. It feels like you can't reach back out to them. You don't have the power. You can't do anything. You're failing. You're failing. You can't do it. You try, but you just don't have the strength. The hand still receding away. Pulling away.
And I, as of course, look back at the shadow itself. So, which is technically my fear. Fear. As long as it takes, I will not fall. And then I proceed to try to cast. Ray of Sickness.
Okay. With the Ray of Sickness, goes through, penetrates into the heart area. You see like a green veins kind of explode out from the heart as it pumps. You can see it going through the arms, the legs, as this figure. You are a worthy foe, but even I can conquer death. As he charges towards you, his machete out, slices your throat open. You feel it just immediately heal. But the pain still lingers as he cuts open again and again and again and again and again. Falling to the ground, your throat healed fully, but it feels like he took more than that. Like he took something deeper, more important, something that is impossible to get back.
He took his ability to get laid.
In the ground is just a thin skeletal hand reaching up, just asking to be grabbed.
I then proceed to try with all of my strength, with like my voice, which just tangled out. I tried to extend my hand out towards the skeleton. Skeletal hand.
As you do, this monstrous figure, like eye bleeding out down onto the ground, like pools, mountains, lakes of blood. No! As he tries to slash your arm, you quickly grab the skeletal hand. It pulls you into the earth, and you awake in a marble hall. Looking up at the ceiling, you vaguely remember it. The hall that you frequented so often. Miradri's heart. The hall that you grew up in, learned everything that you could about the god of death, your god, your savior. You see 4 resurrectors around you. After they perform the ritual, you slowly level down back onto the altar that you remember so fondly. Wishing, perhaps, one day that you could be resurrected and know what is to be known. As you get your bearings, there are voices, people talking. Everyone else, you can hear this because you're all in the room. Sethral's father, who is the preacher, is like walking back towards the resurrection, kind of motioning all of you to follow suit. Wonderful, wonderful. I know I can't be here, but it is glad to see you again, Sethral, even if you can't yet understand what I'm saying. I'll just need you to talk with the resurrectors, and hopefully we hear some good news. As he quickly walks away, the rest of you kind of in the general vicinity, one of the resurrectors pulls their hood back, and you see an really old dwarven lady, like super close to death, if not already dead, probably like 700 years old, pulls her hood back, like her super thin hair, big glasses that magnify her eyes like tenfold. Ah, Sethral. It is a pleasure to see you again. Now, this is the first time you've died, correct?
I then proceed to try to speak in like husk format.
Format?
It's just kind of just heavy breathe.
Don't worry, you can absolutely get your bearings. You are back in Moridara. You've been killed and resurrected for the first time. Now, you have not been told the process nor anything else. However, we would like to know what you envisioned between death and your resurrection.
Repeat what Skylar just told you.
Do you repeat everything that I said, or just
Or do you leave
like
some
some stuff out, or what are you saying? Fear. Fear of what?
Myself.
Interesting. Were you in a room talking to it, or in a battlefield? Can you say that again? I couldn't pick that up. Desert. A desert. Very interesting. With the sand dunes?
It was more like barren wasteland.
Very interesting.
This sounds like the Mojave Wasteland.
And your fear, was it an angry orc man? Perhaps?
Oh my god, how'd you know?
Oh my god.
Orc man, are you talking about me?
I'm not.
No.
Sorry, Sethra, what'd you say?
It would be more. I guess I would try to try to say it in I guess like necrotic. I think if necrotic. If I would try to speak it in like necrotic, like the word for orc.
Okay. Very, very interesting. Well, thank you, Sethril, for your help. You folk, if you could bring his father back in, please.
I would then also
Pop.
then to try to talk to the resurrectionist that then proceed to also say forest. Would add in the forest and then
Okay.
I guess yeah, I would then just stop talking
Okay.
after that.
Okay. As Edmund comes back in, looking apprehensive, to say the least. So, Lindell, what is the assessment? Well, I have good news for the Moridara. We might have found the savior.
Gah?
He saw the... Yes. I assume so. Now, you didn't have any previous conversations with Sethril, just to be clear. No, would have never thought of it. Very well. Then I think it is best to perhaps inform the town lightly. Indeed. Well, I think this calls for a celebration, to say the least. If you could all stick around, perhaps, even if you're not willing to fix our kind of bizarre fauna problem, stick around
sir,
at least for the evening.
I feel now is a proper time to respond to that. We're happy to help. We wanted him back, and we wanted to focus on that solely. I can't speak for the rest of the members, but I will help.
I'll help.
I affirm his words.
Thank you. I was about to say this is where you guys pitch.
I was pitching it.
Wonderful. That sounds like majority. So
Two people.
we can introduce you to the threat in the morning. But today, I think a celebration is in order.
Woo! Party time.
As you hear... Actually, only Sethril hears a, command kind of out to the undead servants of Moridara, of like prepare for a celebration.
Does he start to prepare?
Sethril does not, but the undead servants do.
No, but like with the smallest ounce of strength, like I tried to move from the table.
Yeah. Now, the resurrectors help you up, and your father grabs your hand. Now, son, I know it might be difficult for what you're going to see outside, and also the news about your mother. Unfortunately, she has passed, and perhaps more devastatingly, of an illness that cannot be resurrected from nor brought back.
And then all you would see is my eyes shut up and only and since I can't really speak, I just lead out like a blood curdling like scream.
Oh, he's not having a good time today.
Oh, welcome back.
Woo! Party time! I do not say that.
I'm gonna step a few feet away from Draco.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I did not say that. I did not say
Fucking
that.
suit.
Oh my god.
Can I whack her?
I didn't say anything. I said this.
I
in
think
my
we should push her
mind.
to the front.
Holy fuck.
I don't think we should do that just yet. There's a time.
What the hell? Like when we're next to a volcano or something and we need a sacrifice, is that what you're planning
No,
on?
you're gonna have your
Sounds
moment
good.
in the sun to have it, but I'm just gonna say now is not the time.
Oh my god.
You're the
I
one
acted
who
like I
murdered him.
tried to kill you.
Manslaughter.
You
man.
did.
I did not!
Draco
I will
did.
say. Oh my god.
I can't wait for the metagaming of death to start going.
By the way, speaking of metagaming, I just want to step aside for a second and just say I was fully convinced that Niles had just become the Doom Slayer. I thought that it was you were about to hear like some heavy metal begin to play in the background, and he was about to leap towards Draka.
Oh my god. I'm surprised he doesn't recognize that Vigor did that.
It is about this time, Sethril, that one you hear, I guess more so sense the presence of Draka kind of slinking away behind the rest of the group, and your father continuing his sentence after your blood-curdling scream has been finished. And the outside, as you'll see, we are experiencing a bit of difficulty. It should be fixed. You and your compatriots have agreed to hopefully fix the issue. But just to warn you ahead of time before you see it. As about this moment, some undead servants come bringing a table, like a massive banquet hall table, into this large kind of worshipping hall. Outside, you see a pretty similar marble kind of courtyard type of thing with the large statue of Klevnon, the prophet. And beyond that, you see slight differences in housings. The brick and granite are all the same, but the wood seems to be more gray, more petrified. And beyond it, the willow trees that were once so beautiful, colorful, greens, purples, pinks, are now just gray. Like the color's been sucked out of them. All the grass is still there, just colorless. Now, I know this is a lot to take in, Sethril, so please take your time. Do not overexert.
So as I proceed to look around, I'm still technically like a hut. I can't really like lift my face, but it's like a slow edging, like a slow, like my head slowly turns up at the to look at the sky. I could only like utter in one word, which is just why.
That is the question, and hopefully you will come to the bottom of it. But enough down
Nothing
talk.
sad. Time to be happy. Gosh.
You have brought great purpose and hope to Moridara, and we should celebrate. As more servants come in bringing chairs, food, platters of food, like big, massive bowls of soup, and other wonderfully smelling, tasting, looking foods, drumsticks, chicken wings, whole turkeys. As you all sit for...
Do these have color?
Say that again? They do. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And what feels like the second party that you've had, excuse me, in a day after the heist and now this, you all are in pretty high spirits. Some of the more prominent members of the town are seated at this banquet, talking amongst themselves in hushed whispers, kind of like all looking at Sethril and then back to whispering. Edmund, Sethril's father, talking mostly to your group about strategies for the plan tomorrow, about what could be causing it. Now, I'm not certain what this is. As I've said, our scouting missions have been relatively unsuccessful. However, regardless of what it is powerful enough to do something bizarre. And I'm not sure if it is one of a kind, or if it's a group effort, to say the least. It has taken out quite a few of our well-trained, highly skilled members, and we'd prefer not to send any more to their demise. If you can defeat whatever the issue is, that would be ideal, but even getting a bit of information and returning could be suitable.
Okay.
Oh.
We'll try and see what's there. How far away is this place? Just in case it means they can make a hasty retreat.
It is not terribly far. A few hour walk.
Okay. That sounds good. Girl Silverhook thinks we can do it.
Thank you, Gorl Silverhook.
Girl Silverhook.
And as the banquet and party continues, is there anything else you all would like to cover before the day ends?
When the day ends, are we done?
Yes.
Okay.
Nah, I'm good.
Cool.
What the fuck?
And with that is going to be the end of the episode. Thank you all for tuning in, watching. Subscribe on YouTube if you haven't. Comment, leave a comment, like the video, put it in a saved playlist. What else can you do? Hit the notification bell.
Follow us on TikTok.
Text your mom, tell her that you love her. Watch it twice.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Tell your dad you appreciate him.
Tell your dad you appreciate him, because you cannot tell a man that you love them.
Tell your best friend you have voluptuous butt cheeks. That's what you need to tell them.
Don't say that.
Comment that someone in here does.
Comment who you think has the best butt cheeks.
It's me.
Nah.
I cannot believe I've just done that on the stream. Please end it.
Anyway, thank you all for watching. See you maybe next week, but
see you maybe next year.
See you in June.
Next 2 months.
Peace.